everybody. Today, you guys will complete another lesson in our reading unit. But first, I wanted to walk you through it because you're going to notice things look a little different. First and foremost, I have decided that it is way too difficult and challenging to work in your digital notebooks every day when you are not in class. So we're going to try something different. Instead of going into your digital notebook every day or every day that you're home, you will have a lesson that looks like this that have different slides to it. On the slide, it's going to tell you what you're supposed to do, the order you're supposed to do things, and then you are actually going to turn this in. So I'm going to post it as an assignment. You have to turn it in. But first, I want to kind of just walk you through what it is you are doing. So we are moving into session 10. Session 10 is all about building partnerships. So thinking about who we can talk to about books and how we can talk to them. That's our goal for today. So you have 3 different things you guys need to do today. First, watch the mini lesson. Second, independent practice. And 3 is to share your learning. So here's a tip. So to go, once you go to each slide in the show, if you see a yellow box, so it's highlighted just like this, it is something you need to do. So just keep that in mind. Anything that's yellow, do it. You'll be noticing that it's not me in these lessons. It's actually a guest teacher, and she's really awesome. She's from New York City. She lives there. So she has some pretty cool stories to share with you guys. And she's going to walk you through the lessons. This tells you what the lesson's about, what the goal is for today, and you're going to come to this slide. Watch the mini lesson first. So you are going to click on this little hyperlink here where it says click, and it's going to take you to a video. Now the video, when you log in, you're going to notice that you're going to have to enter a username and a password. Everything you guys need is right here. So our username is Holt Horan. Password is Rockets20. So those are the username and passwords you need. It is the same for every video. So if you memorize it, super easy. If not, it is always going to be here for you. I have an example here of what she talks about in the lesson. So once you watch the lesson, you can kind of see what my work looks like. We talk about how to communicate with partners, and there's a couple other examples here, what you guys can do. So that's to help you with your work. And this is what your job is for today. So every time you have a lesson like this, it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So the first thing is to make sure you watch the mini lesson. So if you've already done that, you are going to move into the second part, which is to start thinking about possible partners and how you can talk about your reading. So that's what's on the next slide here. And then you are going to read your book of choice for 20 minutes. So this is the page that you guys need to complete today. So complete this page. The first thing you need to do is this table here. So you are going to brainstorm possible reading partners that you could have. And she talks about this in the lesson. So if you don't know right now, watch a lesson first. You're going to jot those ideas down there. Next, you're going to think, okay, I have these partners in mind. How can I talk or communicate with them? Because everything's virtual now and it's kind of harder to meet with people. That's what this slide is for, slide 7. So it gives you a couple of options. You can always brainstorm there. And again, this is my example. So I said, here are some possible reading partners, and then this is what we can possibly do that works best for me. And everything's going to be different case by case. So just whatever works best for you. So that's the first thing you do. The second thing, you're going to notice this reading log here. So when you read your 20 minutes, you are going to record what book you read. So write the title. What page did you start on? And what page did you end on? So that way you can kind of see how much you read in that time. Just a reminder to make sure we're reading books that we enjoy, because that really does help. And then before you submit anything, you want to just go through this checklist to make sure you have done everything that you are supposed to do. So you watched the lesson, you thought about possible partnerships and how to communicate with them, you picked a book and read for 20 minutes, you recorded all of that on slide 9, and then you click turn in for today's work. So I know it's a lot of steps, but everything you guys need to know is here. Obviously, you guys can ask questions, but anything you guys need to know about how to do this work today is in these slides. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys get to it. If you have any questions, you just let me know.